Alright, so today I'm going to give you guys a review of my new Schecter Omen Elite 7-string guitar, as well as go over all of the specs that make up this beautiful beast, as well as give you guys a sound test on what this sounds like. And oh boy, am I ever excited to go over this new favorite of mine. So released sometime in 2020, this is an extremely rare guitar, as anyone who may have ordered this can tell. I ordered mine back in like early March, and since it's been on like heavy back order since it's been released due to heavy demands, I had to wait till like mid to late July to get it. And oh boy, was that an extremely long wait. This is actually my first 7-string guitar, and it honestly felt like I had to wait like a whole entire year to get it, because all I wanted to do was just chug on that 7th string. And also considering that all of the bands I was getting into at the time all use 7-string guitars, such as like Spirit Box, Crystal Lake, and the Acacia strain, to name a few. I had to contact the company that I ordered it from, LA Music, like every month, asking where my guitar was and like the status of my order. And if you don't know, I'm actually left-handed, and the shipment that my guitar came in only had 2 lefties in the shipment, and he actually sent me the last of the 2. And if my order wasn't on that shipment, the dude said that I had to wait till probably like March of next year. And I don't think I would have been able to wait that long. And if I did, I'd probably be having an extremely hard time right now. I guess in the order that my guitar came with, there was only like 6 other right-handeds that were with it. So I think there was like 8 in total in the shipment. And the guy was saying on the phone that one of the people who ordered one of the right-handeds has been waiting since October of last year. That's an extremely long wait to wait for this guitar, and I don't know how he's holding up or how he actually held up all this time. So if you're one of those people who actually ordered one of these guitars and has been waiting an extremely long time to get it, I dedicate this video to you. I know the struggle, and I hope that this video can fill some of the void while you're waiting for its arrival. So, without wasting any more time, let's get into this guitar. The Schecter Omen Elite 7, right off the bat, is an extremely gorgeous and unique guitar for many reasons. I conveniently have a Schecter Omen Extreme Floyd Rose, and paired side by side, this is a deadly duo, completely different and in their own lanes from each other, despite both being Omens. Right off the bat, the first thing that will catch your eye is that deep red body. With it being black cherry burst over top of that burl wood, it's captivating to look at, especially when the natural light is shining on it, which really adds a lot more depth to it. The Elite comes in 3 different colors, black cherry burst being one, charcoal being the second, and while being a little too aggressive for my liking, the detail is undeniable, and the third being a nice see-through blue burst. This was what I actually had my eye on originally. I gotta admit, I love blue, and I wanted something other than a red guitar, considering I already have a red bass and my Schecter Omen Extreme Floyd Rose. But since that was the only option that I had in left-handed, I had to settle on getting that, and honestly, I can't complain. Shout out to all the lefties out there who know the struggle of having extremely limited options on getting new guitars. But I think in the end, it was really meant to be, considering I think my playing style really complements a red colorway, and at this point, I wouldn't have it any other way. Part of the body is made from mahogany, with the top being made from burl, which gives it that sort of marble wash look, or sort of like oil and water. It's really artsy, I like it. There's a Schecter custom hardtail with the strings going in through the body right out the back. With a 5-way tone switch, there's only one volume knob accompanied with a tone. I love these knobs. They feel so nice to turn, and the size is perfect alongside with these little rubber grips for style and comfort. The pickups on these are the Schecter Diamond Heretics, and the thing I like about these are the red coils that you can see in there. It complements the colorway perfectly, and on the see-through blue burst, the contrast between the red and the blue is definitely a nice touch. Moving up onto the neck, there's 24 frets on top of some nice rosewood, and the scale length is 26.5 inches. Let's talk about these fret inlays real quick. They're paraloid lines, and I've never seen inlays quite like these before. I swear everything about this guitar is so unique, and speaking of unique, when you flip it over, you will notice the entire backside is gray. The neck being maple and the body being mahogany. Oof. Chef's kiss on this one. I don't think I've ever seen a gray guitar before. This entire guitar gives off big vampire vibes, and that's why I love it. Schecter definitely has a knack for doing that with the horror undertones that they incorporate into their products. And with being a horror buff like myself, I can't complain one bit. Moving up onto the head, it says Omen Elite in Beetlejuice font with what I'm guessing is the most basic stock tuning keys that you can slap on there. I say that because that brings me to one of my only cons about this guitar. These tuners are so cheap. I'm always jumping in between tunings quite a bit because at this point in time I can, considering that I just came from a Floyd Rose, and you can tell that they just aren't as tight, responsive, and precise as they can be. I will have to turn the knobs a lot more than I should be for my strings to respond accordingly. I know that I could fix this with a small screwdriver, but I don't have that. Canadian Tire is a 6-minute walk away from me, but I'm lazy. But I shouldn't be having this problem with a brand new guitar. But moving forward, the strings are Ernie Ball 9 through 62s, and that brings me to my second con, which is honestly just a nitpick that actually has nothing to do with the guitar itself. I personally like thicker strings myself, and tuning anywhere below drop G is a little bit of a challenge as there's a lot of fret buzz going on. I know in the future I'm definitely going to be picking up some 64s and possibly higher depending on like how low I want to go, but that's honestly just preference. But all in all, this is an extremely solid guitar and an exceptional entry for being my first introduction into extended range guitars. This was actually my first brand new guitar since my first guitar ever, which was like a cheap Samick guitar when I was 13. So it's been a really fun experience to like break it in and just get used to it over this past month. I gotta admit, it was definitely an experience in itself for the first few days trying to get used to that thicker neck. And honestly, I think it fits in my hands a lot better than this 6-string does. Though some songs though, I gotta admit, are pretty uncomfortable to play as I'm just not used to adjusting my hand positioning yet. It just comes with like years of playing a 6-string guitar, and you can't really change that muscle memory in exactly a month. So that brings me to my last part of the video. I'll give you guys a quick demo of this guitar. I'm actually working on a cover right now, so I'll demo parts of that song. The first part that I will play will be on the first, I think 5 frets on the low A and the E string to show off that low end and just like the chunk of the guitar. And then I'll follow up with a string skipping riff up in the middle area. I definitely need the practice for this song, especially the string skipping. And also, plus 10 points for anyone who guesses what song this is from. And also, after both those parts, I will quickly play a clean setting and just run up and down a scale for you guys. Because when you have a 7-string, life's not all about chugging that 7th string as much as I would like it to be. But yeah, here we go. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so with all that being done and said, I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the Schecter Omen Elite 7. There's definitely not a whole lot more to say other than this guitar rocks and was definitely worth the 5-month wait that I had, on top of like it being $900 as well, which is a pretty exceptional price for a brand new 7-string. And also being left-handed as well, because there's not a lot of options for us. If you're looking into getting this guitar, I honestly hope that you get it a lot sooner than I did. And if you're one of those people who's waiting for their shipment to come in, I hope this video fills some of that void while you wait. But without going any further, my name's Freddy Savage. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.